Can you see that? I don't actually know if you can see that. Anyway, hello, welcome to this video. It is currently December 8th and I am in Stockholm, Sweden, and I wanted to share with you the ways in which I'm going to survive this winter. I'm from the UK, so you know, I'm kind of used to the cold, but Sweden, it's on another level. Today it's -8. That's insane. And there are some things which I'm going to share in this video which will help you to survive the Swedish winter, because it's not like any normal winter. I'm currently recording this video at 1:30 p.m. so it is peak time. It's actually light outside, which is amazing, and today the sky is blue, which is a rare time in December. So I thought, you know what, I have to make this video now, because in around 1/1.5 hours it's going to start getting dark. It starts getting dark around 3 p.m. and it's pretty much pitch black at 4 p.m. now, and it's only going to get darker until around January, mid-January, and then it starts to get a bit lighter, I think. Or maybe that's in the UK, I'm not sure, but it's really dark. So I'm going to give you 3 main ways in which you can survive the Swedish winter if you are here. So my first point has to be friends. You have to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people, whether that is friends or family. It's actually really important to still be socializing and not become like hibernated in the winter, because that is really, really easy to do. So a tip I have for this is like to book events in advance and actually pay for the events, even if you have to pay for them. Pay for them in advance so that you can't say no. You have to be there. For example, last night I had to go to an event and it was at 4:30 p.m. and it was so dark and so cold, and I did not want to get ready and leave the house, but I did, and I'm so happy that I did. I met some amazing people, and that would have been so easy to do in the summer, but in the winter it feels so much harder. So make sure that you are making plans in advance and really forcing yourself to go, and knowing when to force yourself, knowing when to not force yourself, of course. But in the winter it's really easy to become antisocial, but making sure that you are still hanging with friends and family is going to be really important, and it's going to keep you sane, because for long periods of time without seeing anyone and being in the darkness, you're not going to be feeling too good. So yeah. And aside to that, I obviously have to mention vitamin D. We should all be taking vitamin D throughout the year anyway, so just bumping that up, getting some extra vitamin D in the winter is a really good thing to do, because honestly there's not a lot of vitamin D going around in the winter time. So buy yourself some good vitamin D. I can't stress the importance of actually getting good quality vitamin D supplements. If you want to know like any good brands, then just comment below and I'll try and give you some, because it's hard to know like what brands are actually good and what dose you should take, because of course it actually depends on the size of your body as well. If you are a very tall person, if you are a very big person, you're going to need more vitamin D. I'm very small, so I'm not going to need the same amount of vitamin D as someone who is very tall, or someone who has moved from a hot country, for example. I have a friend who moved from Romania, and like a really hot country, and she actually became vitamin D deficient because she was so used to being in a hot country where there was just vitamin D all around, all throughout the year. She never had to supplement it, but after spending years in Sweden, she became dangerously vitamin D deficient because her body was so used to that. Whereas me, my body probably doesn't need as much vitamin D to survive because I'm only from the UK, but it's still really important to supplement it. So do a little bit of research and get some vitamin D supplements. Definitely. Now my second point is going to be light, and look how amazing this light is. And this might sound obvious, but it's actually hard in Sweden to get good light. So for example, now I was staying inside doing some work, and I have to go back inside and do some work, but it makes sense for me to actually come outside now while it's light so I can get a little bit of vitamin D, you know, and then go inside when it's dark. So really making the most of the light, and that can be hard because it's still really, really cold. You have to layer up and you have to be prepared, and it's just motivating yourself to get outside, but it's so important. So I recommend getting the light whilst it's out there and making the most of it if you can. And I know this can be super hard if you are working like a full-time job, you're working in an office, but I definitely recommend just walking outside. 10 minutes helps so much. And honestly, when I'm standing in the sun now, like I can feel that I've missed this. I can feel that my skin has missed this. I'm being serious. And also in terms of light, you can actually to get a vitamin D light, which is something I'm definitely going to invest in, or making your house, your room, your apartment cozy. So lighting candles and doing cozy things to just make sure that you are getting some light. Light some candles, make your room cozy, and during the daytime try and get yourself some light. Yeah. And my third and final point is not that fun, but it's going to have to be to discipline yourself. In the winter, you have to be disciplined. You have to be able to motivate yourself to actually get things done, to go outside, to see people. And that takes some discipline. Yeah, like I said, it's not that fun. In the summer, you just have so much more energy. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, it's the sun, it's the light, it's the fact that it's light. It's like for almost 24 hours here in Sweden, all your friends are out. But having that energy in the winter and really sticking to a routine, that has helped me a lot. And that's because also that's how my work schedule goes, so it really helps to go to bed early and wake up early, because it can be too easy to go to bed early and wake up late, and we don't want that. We don't want to have too much sleep now. That's actually not good for you. So going to bed early and waking up early, or just sticking to some kind of routine which works for you, being disciplined and using this time to work on yourself. You know, it's winter, maybe people aren't doing as many things, so maybe it's more time that you could actually spend with yourself and work on yourself, and see that as a productive, really useful thing. There's no need for us to be sad that it's winter. You know, what's it called? Seasonal affective disorder. I know it's a thing, and I get it, but we can use this time to our advantage actually, and seeing it as an opportunity. I think that really, really helps. Let me know if these tips helped you at all. If you are in Sweden this winter, I want to know. Also, I would say go to Gamla Stan and enjoy the winter. Drink some glögg, have some cinnamon buns, and just soak it all in, you know? I love Swedish winter, I can't lie. I think it's so beautiful. I mean, today is so beautiful. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. If you want to watch more videos about living in Sweden, then definitely check out my page, and I will link some videos below, some videos that I think you will like. So definitely check those out in the description. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, week, month, life. Bye!